Hello, guys. Today I'm going to talk about a word that is prudish. Let me write it down. Um, this word is a little bit tricky to talk about because if you look at the exact meaning, you're gonna be thinking like this word is not appropriate to be talked about in any YouTube channel because it contains uh, something that many people would not like to see on YouTube or maybe on like other sites starts with P but it would not be here. But I just I'm gonna talk a little about more about why I want to talk about this word. Why I want to say something about this word. The idea came to me when I was reading a comment. When I was reading a comment on Hack News. Mm, Everybody knows Hack News these days because it's just a standard forum for people, for engineers in Silicon Valley. And when I was browsing and clicked a word, clicked a link where people were discussing the uh, internet, how the internet was supposed to be and how the internet is now is being like now. So the word just came into my sight, and the original comment was like uh, the the author thought that the whole point of the internet was to be decentralized. Let me write this down as well. Decentralized. But you can see that big companies and big organizations are have been trying to make it as centralized as possible. They want a big um, whole thing and cover all your life network, and that is not the spirit of the internet. So. Um, so they control what you are and what you're allowed to see, read, and buy. And and actually, and the next step or in lockstep, yes, here is a new phrase. Yeah. In lockstep in lockstep with that, they are becoming increasingly prudish. And that is where the prudish, yes, comes into the point. The prudish, the original meaning is prudish is you know what I'm saying? Is some people don't like any any uh, um, any unfriendly for kids, anything unfriendly for kids. So in a movie, so they're prudish and they don't like rule things. They don't like rule things in an appropriate way. So that's prudish. But here, the prudish is you cannot consider the prudish is the meaning of prudish is exactly like that. You have to think about it as uh, e- they they prone to or they are deeply not like that. So it's the meaning here is uh, they are deeply not like that. So that is the exact meaning. So with that in mind, you can actually actually inter you can actually interpret the the, the comment as it should be. So yeah, it's just like that. So the let me so the the next thing is gonna be a phrase. Okay, I'm gonna write it here. Take liability for. It's essentially it's it essentially means uh, in uh, be responsible for. So I think these two phrases can you can use either of them, and they have the same meaning. And they can take over from each other. Okay, and they can replace each other. Mm. Okay, let me give you an example, and the example also comes from the comment, and it is just um, next to the argument I just said. Uh, the author argued that uh, the companies could be utilities or publishers. If a company is a utility, um, it it doesn't take any liability for anything as long as all things going through their company to the internet are legal. The other thing is if the company is a publisher, uh, they this will be a different case. A publisher take take liability for the things they published. They should be responsible for all the things they released, whether through internet or through printings. It should take liabilities uh, for uh, for their content. So uh, the the companies, the big companies nowadays, right? Nowadays are becoming publishers. I think they used to be, and people wanted them to be utilities, but they eventually they are they prefer to be publishers because publishers have, I think probably publishers have more power. Publishers have uh, more influence. They probably can earn a lot more money just becoming that. Okay, thank you.